Were they just straight up having a three-person party in the water? Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Tristan, and welcome back to another daily reaction video. I'm so excited for today's reaction because I have a really cool horror movie, thriller movie reaction for you all. And it's going to be to a movie that actually premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival in 2024. And then was later being released to American markets. So I think that's really cool. And what surprised me the most is this thriller actually has some huge A-list actors in it. So it's from Oscar-winning director Ron Howard, and it stars Sydney Sweeney, Ana de Armas, and Vanessa Kirby, as well as Jude Law. And basically, from what I understand, the premise of this show is there's this couple. It takes place in the early 20th century, and there's this couple that goes out to this island. And there's just from what I've read. So my reaction to the first look of this movie with you all is going to be completely raw, as are all our reactions in this channel. So basically, this couple creates a utopian society on this like island, I believe, and it's almost like Lord of the Flies, or at least it definitely reminds me of Lord of the Flies. For those of you guys that don't know, Lord of the Flies is basically a book about a group of young boys that start this society and they try to be all equal, and then it slowly delves into chaos, much like Animal Farm, which is a huge criticism of communism, which I fully believe. Like, I do think some people that aren't aware or have never even lived in other forms of government truly don't know what they're asking for, and that's why I think books like Animal Farm are so crucial. Movies like this Eden thing is so crucial, because I think a lot of people that think that they could build these utopian egalitarian societies, like, human nature always takes over. I'm sorry. And there's always going to be good versus evil. There's no such thing as only good. There's no such thing as only evil. They will both exist. And because both exist, you cannot have an egalitarian society. I firmly believe capitalism and the US form of government that has developed to this day, although very flawed, is the best form of government. My partner believes this too, down to our core. So I wouldn't be here if I didn't think this was the best place to be. So I really appreciate these movies that really show how quickly, like, these egalitarian, everyone's equal under the sun, and that, yes, that'd be very nice, wouldn't it? But no, things quickly take a turn. So there's going to be starring, again, these great actors: Sydney Sweeney, Ana de Armas, Vanessa Kirby, and Jude Law. It takes place in an uninhabited Galápagos Islands, actually. So I think that's a really cool setting. As always, before we get into this horror movie reaction, this thriller movie reaction, make sure you guys join our 100% free VIP email list to our online streetwear fashion store at tristanhuntca.com. All you guys have to do is just type your email in there, and then you'll be notified about 1 to 2 times a week when we add a new streetwear fashion item to our store. It ends up being really worth it for you guys, because a lot of times our best-selling products do end up being sold out by the time the general public sees them on our tristanhuntca.com website, on our YouTube channel, or on our Instagram store. So the best way that you guys could avoid that issue is by buying items that you like as soon as you see them. And with that, let's start reacting to this brand new horror thriller movie starring Sydney Sweeney, Jude Law, and Ana de Armas. I can't wait to get into this.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, I love all the costumes and makeup in this. Like, they look so good. I know some people are like, why does he care? Like, it looks, to me, it's cool that they all look like they belong in this setting, because I feel like sometimes they don't put that effort. I love all of the tan pieces. I love how they all kind of have dirt on themselves. They don't look like they showered, which would probably be what somebody in the Galapagos Islands would look like if they're trying to live there forever. So
You are the very definition of survival of the fittest.
wow, survival of the fittest. Honestly, that I do believe is at play a lot of times and in many places. And an egalitarian society would not allow for survival of the fittest, since by definition, it's all like equity and stuff. From Academy Award-winning director Ron Howard. Do you guys remember what else he's directed? Because I'm honestly unaware.
Dr. Ulter.
It's interesting though, because you know that some of these like first pioneers in some of these states, like the first settlement in Arizona and the first settlements in California, like they probably did go through some like weird tense stuff like this, because there might have not been law enforcement where they were, so they were kind of their own law enforcement.
Your story inspired us to leave everything behind. And stop.
Wow, so this couple like created a sweet little, see, I feel like the most like equal you could get is in the relationship you have with your partner. Like that's probably the only one that you should really work your whole life on to like be equal and fair and loving in. So maybe it worked for that first couple to create this egalitarian society on the Galapagos Islands, but I highly doubt that Ana de Armas is going to not complicate things. This is a true story. I believe it. I bet this happened all the time in these first settlements in the West.
Trust me. By this time next year, one of...
Dang. Like, even Sydney Sweeney smacking the bug on her, to me, I appreciate those cinematic shots. I love how she looks like she's literally been like living here her whole life. They almost immerse you into the environment of bugs everywhere and not the best living conditions just by that one scene, and I thought that was really cool.
will be gone.
I really do not like snakes, you guys. Sorry.
I personally hope it's not you.
A thriller from top to bottom. This looks really good. Was Ana de Armas also in the thriller with Keanu Reeves? You guys know that thriller where he lets the two girls into his house and they end up being psycho? Or was that two other actors? I don't know. If that was her, she's great at playing these characters.
We hunt. We fight. We kill.
I'm so excited to see Sydney Sweeney's performance in this because I've always felt like Cassie was one of her best roles, but she's so much more of an actress than just playing Cassie from Euphoria.
They're trying their best to ruin us.
Oh wow, she like put on a decent accent too.
Because we are family.
You're a traitor.
What is their accent? I'm assuming it's like one of the European countries, and they're like European settlers.
I will not let you destroy us.
Shut up!
I would not want to be on Ana de Armas's bad side. Dang, Vanessa Kirby looks really good too. Like, I like her as an actress. I love that shot of Sydney Sweeney, and this fool got kicked in the face right here. Were they just straight up having a 3-person party in the water? You see Sydney scream, dang. I think it's really poetic to name it Eden because that's basically what the Garden of Eden was. The first little settlement, and then they sinned, and then it was ruined. Only in theaters. Wow. So they're giving this the real movie treatment. And I say real movie treatment because a lot of movies nowadays just go straight to streaming platforms, and I feel like they only do that with the lame ones. But that's just me. This one's going straight to theaters and nowhere else. And then you could probably get it on like Amazon Prime. Alright, you guys, that was the brand new Eden trailer, the movie that's going to be coming out in 2025. Although, as I mentioned earlier, it did premiere at the Toronto Film Festival. So if you saw it there and you thought it was good, let me know. I wonder, so this movie was filmed in English. Why didn't they release it in the US? Because it makes sense if they needed time to like dub, like if they were speaking another language and they need time to dub it and like translate it. But I guess I just don't really understand why they didn't release this in the US, because I feel like this is the type of movie that would be right up US, like the US's alley, especially like the traditional kind of hoity-toity Oscar crowd. I feel like they love this. So not that I wouldn't, I like it, but I also enjoy a lot of other types of movies, like comic book movies, TV shows, things like that. I definitely don't knock any type of movie or book just because it's not a quote unquote like art for the higher classes, you know what I'm saying. But I thought this looked good. I'm definitely gonna be watching it. Let me know if you guys plan on watching this too. Also, don't forget to keep sending me your suggestions for what movies, music videos, video games, and TV shows you want me to react to. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help this video out on the algorithm, and I'll see you guys in our next one.